Jolly from the Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm here with Joanna Figueroa of Fig Tree Quilts, and we're here to present the 5th blog in the Crossroads Quilt Along. This year's Quilt Along benefits the March of Dimes Foundation, and we're asking for a minimum donation of $5 for each pattern. Join us, along with Moda Fabrics and March of Dimes, to ensure that all babies have a fighting chance. The 5th block in our quilt is called the intersection block, and we named it that just so it would represent, different crossroads in our life.
Yeah, I think when first that was the name, I think the thing that I thought of immediately is that there are so many intersections in life that you have no idea that are going to take you down which path. And I think my husband and I have talked a lot about the fact that there were so many things that had to happen for us to ever even have met, given that I emigrated from Poland when I was 8. His dad emigrated from Colombia when he was 18. His mom's family comes from Mexico. So the fact that we're even a couple and a family, so many different intersections had to happen for so many different people for us to even be anywhere remotely close to each other, to have met, that it's a little bit mind-boggling sometimes to think about all of the various intersections that happened. And I think right now for us, our oldest is going to college this year, and he was just accepted. And so thinking about what the future holds and what those intersections are going to mean for our family, it's a little scary because we don't know what's going to happen and what the future holds, but the intersections that he's going to choose are going to affect what happens to the course of our lives together as a family and as a couple. And so we're kind of at this great intersection right now, and we don't really know where it's gonna, what's gonna happen next.
And so. I always think the first intersection in life when I think of mine is, where do you go to college? Because if I wouldn't have gone to college at Southwest Texas, I wouldn't have got a job at Ernst & Young. And if I hadn't have got a job at Ernst & Young, I wouldn't have met Kevin, and we wouldn't have this family. And I can tell you, definitely, there would be no Fat Quarter shirt.
Yeah.
And so, I always think about the first major intersection I made in life was where to go to college. So I think that's going to be a big one for your son.
It is. A little scary.
Yeah. So let's go in the studio and make our intersection block. Download the Crossroads pattern at fatquartershop.com/crossroads. Cut your fabrics and label them with your alphabetes. Use Aurifil Color 2000 since it matches the fabric perfectly, and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Press according to the pattern. To make your half square triangle units, draw a line from corner to corner on the wrong side of a fabric B square. Place a fabric B square and a fabric H square right sides together. Stitch a 1/4 inch away from your drawn line. Trim your line and press. You're going to make 4 half square triangle units from each colorway. Now assemble 1 fabric C square with a half square triangle unit. Make 4 small point units from each colorway. Now we're going to be making point units and reverse point units. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of your fabric D squares. To make your point unit, you're going to place a fabric D square on the top of a fabric I rectangle. Stitch directly on the line. Trim a 1/4 inch away and press. Make 4 point units from each colorway. To make your reverse point unit, you're going to place your fabric D square on your fabric G rectangle. The placement of the line is different. Stitch directly on the line, trim a 1/4 inch away, and make 4 from each colorway. Now we're going to make our bottom point unit. Do the same thing. Place your fabric D square on the left end of a fabric F rectangle. Stitch directly on the line, trim a 1/4 inch away, and press. You're going to make 4 from each colorway. Now we're going to take the units we made previously to make our corner unit. You're going to sew these 2 together with a 1/4 inch seam and press. Then we're going to add this unit and press. You're going to be making 4 corner units from each colorway, and our block is really coming together. To finish your intersection block, you're going to take your 4 corner units, 4 fabric A rectangles, and a fabric E square. You're going to sew these 2 together and press, these 2 together, press, and these two together. Once your rows are done, you will assemble these and you will have 3 intersection blocks. And here's all 3 colorways. Be sure to join us again next month on the 15th for our next Crossroads video.
And don't forget to donate to the March of Dimes Foundation. Your contributions will fund life-saving research to end birth defects, premature birth, and infant mortality. Help us ensure that all babies have a fighting chance.
Download each free pattern at fatquartershop.com/crossroads. As you share your quilts, remember to #CrossroadsQuiltalong and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.